Happy Friday. Welcome to the Witching Hour. I'm Savina. I did a poll on my Instagram asking you guys if you want to see a paranormal video or a Harry Potter video. I'm gonna be honest. Harry Potter video won, but I want to do a paranormal video because it's been a minute. All my other videos have been Harry Potter related, and I just thought it'd be fun to mix it up. So, paranormal it is today. Before getting into it, don't forget to subscribe, hit that notification button, and if you do, thank you. A couple of things really quick. As you can see, I am definitely in the Halloween spirit. If you don't know, I've said this before, Halloween is one of my absolute favorite times of year. It's one of my favorite holidays. My countdown is right here, 43 days. I am so excited, and I figured what better way to kick things off. Also, if you haven't already, I have a birthday giveaway going on right now. Check it out, head to my Instagram. So today's haunted place. It's actually a cemetery, and a historical cemetery for that matter. It was established in 1875. It's still running and going today. It is in New York. I'm not going to disclose the name or names regarding this particular place. I did get permission to be here. I'm here quite often, actually. No surprise, right? Me and cemeteries. But they have been so kind to me, and it's a peaceful, amazing place, and I kind of want to keep it that way. The first time I stepped foot on these grounds was roughly 3 years ago, and since then I have had countless experiences here. First off, this place, not only obviously it is a cemetery, but their whole motto is to make sure people who rest here are not forgotten, and to really dig and dive deep into history, and that definitely caught my attention. There are some amazing people resting here. Anyways, the place is huge. It is roughly 65 acres, and there are countless stories for people resting here. Now, there's an old, historian building, we call it, and a newer building. Now, the old historic building is the one that I've had a lot of experiences in. My first being, and I remember this like clockwork, I was there for a meeting, and we were just talking about things, and suddenly, out of the corner of my eyes, I see something kind of shoot by. And then when I look up, there in one of these narrow hallways was this insanely tall, big shadow. And again, if you've seen my paranormal beginning story, you know shadows is something not new to me, but I was not expecting it here. And I think the important thing to point out, it was actually in the middle of the day. So I'm also a person, we see all these shows and movies, and you think haunted, you think late at night, 3 a.m. maybe. I am a firm believer, though, and I've experienced it firsthand, that if somewhere has something going on, or something unexplained, or some kind of energy, it doesn't matter what time of day it is. Now, I didn't freak out. It did catch me off guard. My other half was there, and I tried to tug on his shirt as much as possible. He was deep in conversation, and by the time he looked up, it was gone. That was actually my first experience there. Then, in the new building, and one of my only kind of really significant experiences, was one of the first times I ever stepped foot in there. My stomach just got upset. I felt nauseated and horrible and dizzy. And that was the first time that ever happened to me. Now, the new building is actually where families meet and gather for actual funerals and things like that. So I was just, maybe it's all that energy, that kind of residual energy and the sadness that's in there. But the first time I stepped in there I felt like I went on a roller coaster. Comment down below if you've ever felt something like that before. The only other really creepy thing that happened to me in the new building, that is, downstairs they also have bathrooms, and I went in, it was after an event we were helping out with, and I went in there, it was completely empty, everywhere's quiet, we were getting ready to leave. Next thing you know, I'm in a stall and I hear whistling, and I just paused for a minute and I searched through the bathroom and looked through, I'm like, okay, nobody's in here. Washing my hands at this point, and next thing you know, in the stall all the way to the back from where I was at the sink, I hear humming, and ooh, I got chills again. It like sent a shiver up my spine. It was crazy. And again, I'm looking around, nobody else is with me. There's no other explanation. It wasn't a pipe or anything like that. It was clear whistling, like somebody was like whistling to a tune or humming to a tune. That's exactly what I heard. I got out there and I told my boyfriend, my brother was also there, and they were just like, time to go. Now, when it comes back to the older building, I should say, the Historical Society, and we are so involved with this place, guys. They were kind enough to kind of just show us around, because one, the history is what got me here. Again, I wasn't looking for anything spooky or scary. It usually just finds me. So they were more than happy to show us around, let us even take pictures. We went up to the attic and into the basement. Now in the attic, and we got this on film actually, I was with my brothers, my boyfriend, and we're walking around. There's really old stuff in there, old ledgers, from like 1890, 1915, things like that. It was so cool to see. And we were taking pictures of these things because it's been completely like untouched up there. And my brother was recording, and next thing you know, there's just these balls of light. And again, unexplainable. There's no other light up there. We only had our phones. There was nothing to reflect off of anything, and there was just these unexplainable orbs all over the place up there. Now that same day, we also went into the basement, and there was like this boiler room, and I won't forget this. There's also this small little space in there. That's another room, and there's nothing in there. It's just this really small, tiny, like big as a closet kind of space, and no light in there. Now next to that, the original wall from like 1875, you could see it. There's newer wall, and then there's a space, and then the original wall is there. On the newer wall, which was like half its height, there was this corner, there's this gold angel piece up there. And when we asked one of the historians what it was from, and he just looked at me and he was just like, as long as I could remember, and as long as he's been working there, it's always been there, so they just left it. And he was like, I believe it's from a casket. They have no idea who it belongs to. Now, spooky stuff, things like this kind of runs through my veins, runs through my family's veins. So my brothers were like, hey, let's do an EVP session. I said, okay. Not only do we have our phones going at the same time, we also have this digital recorder, okay? So in that same little spooky closet I was talking about in the basement next to the boiler, my brother was like, let's go in there, my younger brother. And I honestly didn't want to in the beginning because I was just getting that feeling, like that anxious, kind of uneasy feeling, like feeling like there's something kind of there. So anyways, we go in there, we do a full-blown EVP session, we don't hear anything, and then that's it, we go home. We didn't think we got anything. Now, playing back through the audio when we did get home, that was a different story. We got a couple of things that was clear as day. We asked questions, we got answers to those questions. And I still have it. It's one of the craziest things, one of the biggest pieces of evidence I have when it comes to the unexplained. And I still have it, and to this day when I listen to it, it really, like, it's unnerving. We have video pointing in our direction, proving that nobody's moving around. We have audio from our phone and the recorder. So I think I'm gonna end here. And if that's something you guys want to see or listen to, comment down below. I would be happy to share it with you. I'm kind of excited to maybe be able to enhance the audio and hear it on my computer, because that's something I've never done. But comment down below, or I could even play it off of the actual digital recorder so you guys know I'm not like making this junk up. Anyways, short, quick video. I actually have something really cool planned for Halloween involving this very place, and I'm really excited about that one, and it's also going to involve my family. So if you think you know what it is, maybe take a stab at guessing, comment down below. It is spooky season, and this has been so much fun. I have a lot of other places that I visited and have had many experiences. There are places I want to go. Maybe that could even be a thing. Recommend places if you know of, or share your stories with me, please. I would be happy to hear it. I hope you guys are well, staying safe. Please comment down below. I want to hear from you guys. And until next time.